Hi guys. First of all, sorry that I haven't been posting videos lately. It's been a bit hectic, so to say, with the New Year's and everything else going on. I've been to A&E again a couple of days ago, just to get fluids pushed through. And my heart's still really like crazy, and it won't calm down at all. It's like sitting up. I do my blood pressure and stuff, and my heart rate's too high. Even when I'm sitting, it's okay when I'm laying sometimes. Then as soon as I sit up, that's it. And then when I stand up, it's going up to 140 above. But 3 times now it's happened where it's gone up to 250 for probably about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then it goes back down and then stays at about 170 and then goes down back to 110. It's just crazy at the minute. But tomorrow is the day that I go and see the specialist, so thank God for that. It's been ages. You know how long I've waited to actually see this specialist. Well, it's been 6 years to actually get the diagnosis properly, but to actually see someone that's actually gonna, hopefully, fingers crossed, pardon me, sorry, stay with that person, and then he does a care plan. I've got hiccups going on, and then they do a care plan or whatever and sort your medication out. I'm on the Midrodine still, and I'm on 1 tablet 3 times a day, which is 15 milligrams, and it's doing nothing. Well, I don't know if it is doing anything because it's only is it to constrict your not veins, your blood vessels or something, so when you stand up you don't have the blood pooling. But to be honest, it's not doing anything because I'm still having blood pooling in my extremities. My arms, my legs just go purple. They're always freezing. They're freezing now, and I know I've only got a t-shirt and I haven't got my cardi on, but they're always cold. They're always pooling, and I'm still fainting. So it can't be doing anything, and it's supposed to slow your heart rate down, which some days it's okay, but most of the days, 99% of the time, it's just too high all the time, and I can't do anything. So the other night I went out, they had a drink and got pretty drunk. I had about that much. So there's a bottle, and then probably nearly par of Smirnoff Ice, which I shouldn't drink, and I shouldn't have, but it was only 4%, and it's the first time I've drank in over a year, and it's it's the first time I've drank in a year, and I know I shouldn't, but it was only 4%, and I was thinking, do you know what? Actually, no, I wasn't thinking probably, but anyway, I had it, yeah, and I was feeling really ill that day anyway, so obviously having a little bit of alcohol made it worse. Yeah, kind of booped my body up, and ended up saying to myself, do you know what, I've really got to go to A&E and just get some fluids, because I was starting to get dehydrated. You know when your mouth goes really dry and your tongue goes bright and you can't even talk. I was so drowsy. It wasn't the alcohol, because I only had that much, and it was 4% stuff. It's just just bloody fizzy pop really, but it's like what kids drink at the park, but and usually, with POTS, you're not supposed to have caffeine or alcohol, but some people with POTS can have, a tiny bit now and then. And I thought to myself, do you know what? See if I can have it or not, because, but obviously I can't, so it's not as if I'm going to miss it anyway, because I never drink, so it's not as if I'm going to miss having it. But at least I know now that I definitely can't have it. And then, yeah. There's loads of banging because I'm trying to be quiet, and I'm not really trying to be quiet because there's loads of banging because there's a plumber or whatever, because the toilet isn't flushing. I know, bit too much information, but the toilet isn't flushing, so they've got to make it flush or whatever. So pain. Oh dear me. As I said, I've lost what I'm saying now. Yes, that's it. Drinking. Yeah. Went to hospital. had fluids, and my mate was pretty drunk. I know it's not funny, but it really was, because she was absolutely hammered. And I was sat there on Nini, and the put, like, you can see it's bruised, look. Hang on. There. This is a really weird thing. Sorry, I get really distracted. Do you know if you get a torch, and when you was little you used to be like mesmerised, when you put a torch to your thumb and you can see the blood where it goes red? If you actually put a torch there, you can actually see your veins through your hands. And I haven't got any, but that one, because it's bruised, you can only see a little bruise like that, but when you put the torch on you can see a massive black patch like that. It's freaky. Anyway, simple minds. I've really completely forgot what I was saying. Yeah. Anyway, to get to the point, specialist tomorrow, and I've put together a little folder. I'll show you. 2 secs. Run. Ah. Ouch. Oh. Kicking a plug isn't the best idea. Right. Can you see the cat in the background? There he is. Anyway, I've put together a little thing. My symptoms. All of them. And then I've got... So you've got to go prepared, haven't you? So, history, which is... So really I've just put together history, which is quite a long bit, and then I've got my hand, because they still need to diagnose the EDS properly, so that's the hands, like the really freaky little things you can do. So basically that's that. And then I've been keeping like a little diary. Pixie, that's my nickname, so pretty cool. Like blood pressure and stuff. So you know, like when you write down when you do blood pressure and then you say how you feel. I've been doing my blood pressure lying, sitting, standing, so they can see the difference. And it's really freaky actually, because it goes, it's low, no, it's, yeah, it's, well, it's low but normal for me. I'm laying, and then when you sit, my heart rate goes up and my blood pressure drops, but then when I stand, my blood pressure goes up and my heart rate goes like right up, and then I do it again when I'm standing, and then blood pressure just goes dum. So it's like delayed hypertension. So that's it. I'm saying, oh, my chest is killing. They've got a hypervolemia pot, and delayed orthostatic hypertension and EDS. So finally I have an inkling and an idea of what the hell it is, you know. And oh, it's very cold, sorry, I look like a riot spaz. I'm just like making all these noises. It's freezing, you can see my purple hands. Well, you probably can't, but yeah, that's that. And I have a little, actually, the A&E doctor last night, well not last night, the other night, she was horrible. She said, I says to her, she goes, oh, so what brought you in today? And I was thinking, I was so, absolutely so drowsy, and do you know when you're just like completely out of it? Like, not from drunk, just literally out of it. If you've got POTS, you understand what I mean by out of it, when you've got it. And when you're so dehydrated, you're like, and you get irritable and you just want to get something sorted. It's just what brought you in, and it goes, heart rate, high, dehydration. And I was like, really, really dehydrated, so dry. And that's just like, what? I was like, you can't make sense when you're that ill, you know. And it's like, she turned around and she goes, oh, well, I can see you've had something to drink tonight. And I was like, well, yes, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have, and I know I shouldn't have anything with this condition, and it was pretty reckless, but most people with POTS can have something now and then on special occasions, and I thought, I've not had anything in a whole bloody year. I'm going to have, you know, a couple of, well, 2 glasses, whatever, it's that much, of 4%, that's it, nothing else. And she's like, ew, and then she started telling me about her illnesses, which was very unprofessional. She started saying, I can't say this word, she's, well, I can't drink, I can't even have coffee, I can't have tea, I can't have chocolate, and I have atrial fibrillation, So if I can't do that and I can still work, then you shouldn't have anything to drink or even teas or anything, because you know what it's going to do to your body. And I was thinking, yeah, okay, lecture over, just get me some fluids up and send me home. You know, I'm sorry, sharp, but true. She shouldn't be like that. And then she says, so what have you got then? Like, you know, I was like, I thought you just said, you know. And I says, well, POTS. And she goes, okay. I was like, and she looked at me like, you know, like it was nothing. And I says, do you know what POTS is? And she went, yes, I do. Like, really attitudey. And I was like, thinking in my head, right, okay, here we go. Let's go on then, give me your best example of POTS. And she was like, didn't say that to her. I just went, all right, okay. Do you know what it does then? And she was like, yes, I do, in fact. I stood there like that, and I was like thinking, great. I'm stuck with a doctor that knows nothing again. And she goes, yes, it's where your heart rate goes too high when you're in postural. I went, yeah, and then she goes, yeah, because in POTS it says postural, so that means standing up, so your heart rate goes high when you stand, and your blood pressure just drops, so you get a little bit dizzy, and that's it, that's all it does to you. I went, I was like, you thicker, you know. And then I turned around and actually goes, well, yeah, that's a little bit, you know, a tiny symptom of it. But actually it's a malfunction of the autonomic nervous system, which controls every involuntary action, bodily function, action, whatever that you do that you don't have to think about. So it, you know, it controls your breathing, your heart rate, pupil dilation, bladder control, bowels, everything. It controls all your blood work, your heart rate. Your blood vessels are connected wrong, so your blood doesn't go to the right place at the right time, and your blood vessels are far too relaxed, so you haven't got enough fluid to fill these vessels, and I can't retain fluids or salts, so I have to drink them. I have to really increase the intake to make them fill this. So in other words, if they're not filled and I'm standing up, all my blood is going to go vroom, down to my feet. So when a normal person stands, the blood goes to about there, but ours goes to about there. So all our blood is here. There's no oxygen or blood going to the brain, therefore we faint, and our blood pressure goes wacky and our heart rate goes wacky. Our body doesn't like standing up. And she was like, yes, I know all that. I was like, right, okay. Well, she didn't even know what the autonomic nervous system, you know, a malfunction of it was. It's pathetic. Well, I'm sorry, but, you know, I hope one day that POTS will become just another household name. Like 15 years ago, not dyslexia, that's my, I've got dyslexia and that's just my, autism. Yeah, autism. 15 years ago, they were like, yeah, right, they're just attention seeking. And what do they say to us POTS is? You're attention seeking. Autism, 15 years ago, they used to say, oh, it's just attention seeking, and it's just in the heads, and it's just out of control children, and all this, that. 15 years down the line, autism was born. You know, it was a known thing, you know, and POTS now is exactly where autism was 15 years ago. It's taken, POTS was actually first recognised, I think it was in 1993, I think. Don't hold me on that one, but I think it's 1993. Yeah, 1993, gone. You see, now if you've got POTS, you get this all the time, you lose exactly what you're saying, because if I'm sat up, look, my blood should be, well, by the amount my arms are going purple, my blood is probably about there, so I've got no oxygen to make me think. I bet that plumber guy is like listening, because the bathroom's like right next to mine, so I bet he's thinking, what the hell is she on about talking to us? Crazy. Right. Anyway, she pushed the fluid, she went, right, okay, well, I'll give you a bag of fluids and then we can send you home after that. The nurses were actually really worried about me because my heart was 160, laying down, and I mean laying down flat, you know. I was like, out of it. And then with the fluids, it actually improved me a hell of a lot. And my heart rate was only 130. But as soon as I stood up, boop, 160 again. And the nurse just goes, oh, I don't really want to let you go home, you know. Oh, well, if it gets worse, just come back, yeah. I was thinking, no, I'm not going to come back. I hate that A&E. It's horrible, you know. And the attitudes of the staff is unbelievable. And as soon as you say, I have POTS, they look at you, gone out, and they look at you like you're some sort of, I don't know, some sort of flipping, I don't know, bloody murderer or something, you know, or some kind of druggie or something, just something bad, you know. They just look at you like you're a piece of dirt or something, and they just speak to you like some kind of hypochondriac, and it's disgusting. It really is. Yeah, that's what I was going to show you. I think it's on the other video, but I can't be bothered to upload that one. I have it on a piece of paper now that says diagnosis POTS. This is just for the POTS, and they've put occasional postural hypertension, so delayed orthostatic hypertension. Can you see it? That's a bit blurry, but yes, there it is. Look. So I was just reading and then so you get distracted. That's that. This is my little medication bag that I've done. Like all my medications are all like all them boxes, all there, all them down there with all medical stuff. And then I've made my own. Whoops, we're going again. Made my own little bag that I take out every day with me, and it's got everything in. But yeah, that's that. I hope that you're all. Yay, the plumber guys run off downstairs now, so no more. It's working! Yay! Sorry, we've had that toilet for like, well, I was going to say we've had that toilet for a couple of weeks. The toilet has not been flushing for like a couple of weeks, and it's so annoying. You have to stand there going, flushing about 20 times, and if you've got POTS and you're standing there going like that really hard for about 20 minutes, you're going to pass out. You're like, it's horrible. So basically, yes, we've got it working again. The highlight of my day. Yes, before I just ramble on and make this video pointless, that's that. Specialist tomorrow. I'm actually really nervous but really excited, thinking I'm going to get it sorted. But then I'm thinking, shit, what if he's an arsehole? Beat that word, sorry. What if he's a bum cavity? What if he's not, like, actually that's a really good word for it. What if he's, no, sorry. What if he's, like, horrible or doesn't, you know, sorry, I'm listening to my parents and they're like going, oh, that's amazing, like the toilet, you know, simple minds, and they're saying, I hope he's okay. I mean, oh god, see, that's what you get when you've got POTS. You get a brain fog. It's not even like a brain fog, it's like you're talking like I am now, like you've just seen her just completely go off the subject and say something that you just say you don't know what you're saying, you know what I mean? You know what I mean if you've got it anyway. I want to say hi to Liz as well, because I've not spoken to you two in quite a while. I think, yeah, I messaged you back on the inbox. I don't think I heard back, so I hope you're okay, and that you're being as well as you can be, and that you're not on the floor and you're standing upright. Yeah, I hope you're all okay as well and doing well, and I shall do a video tomorrow after I've seen the specialist and see what he says. Yeah, and just see what he says basically. But I'm gonna have to stop this video because it's probably going to go over 15 minutes, and then YouTube will tell me off saying your video is too long. That's stupid, isn't it? 15 minutes, it's nothing. Okay, hope you're well. I'll upload tomorrow when I've seen the specialist and see what he says, and yeah, see if it's good or bad news. So see you later. Bye.